That's ridiculous.
Bro.
That is ridiculous. Mm. Ladies and gentlemen, we live, baby. This was a thing. House passes Crown Act prohibiting race-based hair discrimination. Why was this even? Why do we need to make a law about that? Duh, motherfucker! Like, and the crazy thing is, these laws are geared towards white people being discriminatory, because who else is discriminating against people with hair like that?
That's what it's for. It's to protect.
It's so stupid to me because it's like, you know who's the racist ones here. You know who they are.
Yeah.
Why don't we do anything about it other than make these bullshit laws that prevent one portion of racism, like not even a full portion, like you prevent a fucking eighth of the actual racism experienced in the world. But you know,
yeah,
that's none of my business though, right? It's none of my business.
Even though I got the vision and it's panorama, I grew up.
Oh my goodness.
So what I'm gonna have to do is oh shit.
Another one.
How do I Lord. It's another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back at it again with another episode. Of course, we're not going live. We're not recording right now. We're in the pre-show, baby.
The pre-show,
baby.
Actually, I gotta hit up Carla and see what she getting at.
Yeah, what the fuck is Carla?
I know they're possibly getting ready for deployment and stuff, so
she about to get fired. I'm upset. Her performance is not up to standard, up to par. She got an eval coming out pretty soon. And ain't gonna go good.
Is music too loud or is it perfect?
No, I mean it almost seems like you're playing it off your phone.
Oh, now it's coming off of my computer. So
I mean I can hear it, but it ain't clear. Man, I made a TikTok. If y'all don't follow me on TikTok yet, y'all should. I made a TikTok about the Deshaun Watson trade that just happened. If you don't know, spoiler alert, Deshaun Watson was traded.
Well, but who did he originally play for?
Houston.
Oh, okay.
No. When the last time you watched football?
Super Bowl?
Deshaun Watson.
And before that, I was only watching the playoffs. So I told you I didn't really watch this whole season last season. I only started watching like 2 weeks before the playoffs started.
Oh yeah, you ain't no real fan.
No, I told you I was boycotting the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, here's the thing, right? And I want to.
It's my silent boycott, man.
I know, but I just want to get this out on the pre-show. What is that gonna do? Why are you boycotting first?
Well, for me, for peace of mind, it's like I don't need to really be spending money like that. So on Sundays, I can relax and do whatever fuck I want.
Instead
of just hunkering down and be like, okay, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. And we going to work the next day, everybody's just talking about football teams and not getting any work done. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers not being productive.
So you feel like
They put money in y'all pocket. The NFL paying you to do highlight reels and shit.
Hold on, see, here's the thing though. If we gonna have that energy about NFL, let's keep that same energy about everything.
All I'm saying, and any other sport like NFL, football is probably my most passionate sport to like review and look over and talk about, except for UFC. Fighters, I'll track them down and I'll watch.
Okay,
I'll watch.
so you watch. Excuse me. You'll watch NFC.
Yeah.
But so you weren't boycotting the NFL for any type of like race.
No, not really anything. I was like, you know what, the NFL and major sports leagues, they're
profiting off of us.
Yes,
it's called entertainment, though.
It is entertainment. Okay, but you know what? I'm totally for people profiting off of others. I mean, that's just the way.
Turn the music down just a little bit.
That's the way business goes. What needs to happen, you know, once we start having a little bit more owners that are Black owned and a little bit more top heavy Black entrepreneurship inside of the NFL and inside of these leagues, you know.
But okay, but the UFC is the same way.
Well, the UFC is
owned by Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White, but he's like the only guy. Every team, they have their own little thing.
True.
There is no one race that dominates UFC.
True.
So it's kind of, you know, every team or every gym, they sign up their own fighters. So it's really like the best of the best.
But it's the same thing with the NFL. They recruit their best players.
Yeah, they recruit their best player, but 70% of the players are not all Black.
That's okay.
70% of the fighters.
But see, here's the problem.
70% of the championship or the champions reign supreme over the UFC. We be having the same conversation.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that theory. Here's the problem with that logic. Right?
It's not franchised yet.
No, but true. But here's the issue with that logic in that 70% of the league, basketball and football, is Black, right?
Wow.
We don't have any Black owners. Understood. Yeah. However, we put ourselves in that situation because why? We as children are raised to believe the only way you're gonna make it, basketball or football. Right. You could say the same thing for fucking baseball. Baseball is 65% Hispanic.
And you know what? Boxing used to be our thing.
It did. It did for a very long time. But look at how boxing is. Boxing is no longer about the best boxer. It's about what celebrity can beat who. After Floyd left, boxing.
Boxing's never really been the same.
Yeah.
The transition to UFC is where fights
really happen, right?
Really happen, yeah.
So then you go to say, okay, why? But to say that I'm not going to watch this particular sport because it's 70% run by, well, not run, but it's 70% of the main athletes in the sport are Black, but there are 0 Black owners. We put ourselves in that situation. Is there an opportunity for a Black person to buy a team?
Has there opportunities been given? I'm pretty sure that there has.
So then you say, who do you blame? Do you blame the white man for taking over all ownership, or do you blame the Black people for not being owners?
I think we never even thought about that. It was like it was a shroud of darkness, and the veil has been lifted now. And now people are like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but there's been Black millionaires for centuries.
Yes.
So you telling me you telling me nobody on Shark Tank after Mark Cuban bought the Dallas Mavericks, nobody thought, hey, let me go buy a team other than Michael Jordan? That what you telling me?
No,
nobody.
Jay-Z bought the what team did Jay-Z bought?
The Knicks?
He bought the Knicks, or was it Brooklyn?
Knicks or the Nets? One of the two. Somebody in New York.
Yeah.
But either way, right? You say they're black owners in NBA, right? Why aren't there any in the NFL? Are you telling me that we don't make enough to be an owner? Because that's bullshit.
Right.
Are you telling me we don't have any black owners that are willing to be?
I think to be an owner of an NFL franchise, you need to have billions.
There are black billionaires.
Yeah, where they at? Kanye West is the only billionaire that I know.
Oh my gosh,
Jay-Z,
dude! Oh my,
Jay-Z is the only black billionaire that I know.
Oh
Oprah,
my! See, that's the bigger problem. That's the bigger fucking problem.
That's another bigger problem.
The only ones that I know are Oprah, Kanye, and Jay-Z. I don't know any other black billionaires. But you know about Elon Musk. You know about Warren Buffett. You know about Jeff Bezos. You know about all these other white billionaires.
Yeah, because they're writing books. They're putting information out. Their companies are widely known. What are these other black billionaires doing with their money?
What are they doing with their money?
Yeah, what are they doing with their money, and why aren't they like so influential as these other people that I've mentioned?
Because see, here's the thing, right?
I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with it. If they're doing stuff in the background, like we don't know.
I gotta quote my dad here. My dad told me something today. Because we were talking about rental cars and my business and all that other shit. And I was talking about higher end versus low end, cheap economy cars and everything like that. And he told me something. He was like, you have to watch how people move with money, right?
Right.
Broke people are the loudest. Rich people are the flashiest, but wealthy people are silent.
True.
That's where we are.
Right.
We have been okay. So here's a something to think about, right? Before we start we have a good ass conversation pre-show, y'all. So yo, none of this is gonna be on the actual upload, but this is good info. Something to think about with black people and money is we've been so conditioned that it's almost like black people having money have to give it away, basically. That we want to live more in silence because I don't need people knowing what the fuck I'm doing. I don't like.
Right.
Tyler Perry. We didn't even know Tyler Perry had a fucking big ass mansion in North Georgia until recently.
Right.
When this motherfucker posted a story with some elk and some fucking
TMZ.
Right.
Yeah.
But because he's living in silence, I don't want people to know that I am this big. And of course, I want people to know me, but to know me as a billionaire, I don't need that, because then it becomes my problem that all other black people are broke. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we live wealthy, but in silence because
what up,
Carla finally showed up. Hello, Carla. Oh, we was just talking about you. You know what? We're gonna get into money in this episode. All right, you ready? Let's kick this thing off. We are recording, man.
Recording. Yeah, we are. Perfectly Balanced Podcast back in the building. We're gonna kick this thing off. We're waiting to DJ Chef, but for right now, you got me, DJ KG, on the ones and twos.
We don't own the rights.
We don't own the rights to this music, but yeah, one more time.
Yes, Carla, we know.
Kick this thing off.
We got man short. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to an all new episode of the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. We are just a panel of brown people having great conversations over here. Okay. Not just good, but great conversations over here. I'm your host, Big Rob. Who else got in the building?
Yeah. It's me, KG, aka Dr. Graves. No PhD. Missing my brother. Um, he'll be on
Had to
in a
work a
little
little
bit
late.
there, Carla. But we're gonna get this thing started. You know who we are. We came to drop bars.
Factual information. Speaking of bars, if you were in the pre-show, let me read off the list of black billionaires in the United
Man,
States.
Our pre-shows be hot, bro.
Our pre-shows be fire. Like the
and it's only like we only do it for like 15 minutes. So
yeah,
like,
so it's you're rattling it off quick.
Yeah, if you're on Spotify and you listen to this afterwards, man, y'all gotta join us on the Facebook, on
and YouTube,
Twitch, and
Twitter.
Our pre-shows, because our pre-shows like get everything hyped.
Facts.
And you know, is a really, really good pre-show and gets us warmed up, because when we first came on, it was like cold as shit. I was like, man, that's what we're gonna talk about today. And then we start talking, and then it just sparks started flying. You know how you when you're about to get ready for deployment and you got the engineers got to come in like 24 hours before the ship starts up. Well, you're on a nuclear ship,
cold iron and hot iron, all that other shit. Yeah.
But for steam power ships, they got to come in 24 hours, start the power plant up before it gets going. And I was like, man, that must suck. Sucks to be them. Choose your rate, choose your fate.
Now we doing it.
Now we doing it.
We doing that. We
I'm like, so the pre-show is nice.
Lit. It's lit.
It's really real nice.
It's definitely lit. But let me read off in case you didn't know, this is just a Black History fact. I know it's after Black History Month, but damn it, we celebrate Black History year round over here on the Perfectly Balanced podcast. What you talking about? There are several Black billionaires in this country. Okay, I'm gonna read off this list. Okay, this is just for y'all's situational awareness. Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, excuse me, I was about to say Michael Jackson. He is too, but Michael Jordan, Robert F. Smith, you don't know who that is. Aliko Dangote, Jay-Z, David Stewart, Muhammad Ibrahim, Kanye West, Strive Masiyiwa. Got it.
You said these are billionaires?
These are Black billionaires in the United States.
Okay.
Muhammad Hussein Al-Amoudi. Oh, I know that. I'm sorry. Michael Lee Chin, Tyler Perry, Jeff Bezos, Rihanna, Alex Karp, Robert Smith, Robert L. Johnson. Huh?
Oh, you just mentioned billionaires, period.
No, these are Black billionaires. Oh, I don't know why Jeff Bezos is on that list.
I was like, hold on.
I didn't even think about it. Is Jeff Bezos Black? Hold on now.
He's Black?
Maybe we need to do a little bit of research on that. That's the reason he's on.
And you know what? If you say Elon Musk, I'll let it pass.
Alex Karp, Robert L. Johnson. Those are some of the Black billionaires in the United States. That was just something we were talking about pre-show. If you didn't know, now you know. First, let's get right into the conversation. We got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna start it off with some sports, just because of my heart.
Well, you're gonna be the only one talking about sports.
But I know. That's why I'm gonna get it out first, so we can get it out and over with. If you don't know, Devontae Adams,
or do you want to wait until Chef gets on?
Nah, fuck it. He'll be all right. Devontae Adams traded from the Green Bay Packers to the Raiders. Huge turn of events. Didn't expect that, especially after they just signed. I went blank. What the fuck is his name? Quarterback, Green Bay. Wow.
The new quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers. Good God Almighty.
Wow.
Right after they just signed Aaron Rodgers. And
who signed Aaron? Browns?
Huh?
Who signed?
No. Devontae Adams went to the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I think is actually a solid fit. Actually,
okay.
That's gonna make the Raiders a lot more of a threat. Since they always get there and just can't quite make it. The one that hurt my heart, of course, Deshaun Watson. Young brother getting paid though, so I can't even hate.
Yeah.
But Deshaun Watson was traded from Houston Texans. He waived his no trade clause to be traded to the Cleveland Browns. Why does this hurt me so bad? Because I wanted him in Atlanta. He had 2 meetings with Atlanta, said to have gone well, but we could not offer nearly as much as
Do you
the
know
Browns
how
did.
much was offered though?
For Deshaun, no.
Yeah.
But either way, the amount that Cleveland offered him,
Yeah.
neither. So it was between the Falcons and the Saints that we knew. These are the Falcons and the Saints are the only ones that we knew that were in talks of getting Deshaun Watson.
That is correct. From what I'm reading, Deshaun Watson has decided to play with the Cleveland Browns and studying the change of events. Per sources, Watson has informed the Houston Texans that he's willing to waive the no trade clause in his contract to be dealt to Cleveland. So everyone knows that the New Orleans Saints were trying to land Watson. So was Atlanta. And it comes to surprise. Stuff like this happens all the time.
We was pulling out all the stops. I mean, the women was coming out from Magic City. We had JJ's Wings with the crack wings out there. We had,
people on roller skates.
We had, everybody. Roll bouncers out there. Bow Wow and all them. We had T.I. come out, say a few words, and it wasn't enough, man. But I gotta respect his decision because that young brother's getting fucking paid $230 million guaranteed. Fuck.
Yeah.
Over 5 years, which is an average, if you do the math, boop, 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 $46 million a year.
So 60 when a black celebrity like this gets the bag.
Can't do nothing but applaud.
I can't do nothing. You can't hate on him. Even though you wanted him to come to Atlanta.
Yeah, I can't really be mad. I want to, but I can't. I want to say, damn it, why didn't you? But I can't.
So $64.8 million a year.
No, it was 46.
Oh, did I say 64? 46.
$46 million. 46. Oh my God, young brother, get paid. Secure the bag. Guaranteed 230 guaranteed. Fuck. Nobody else in the league had that type of cap space. That means Cleveland ain't been using their shit for some years. They've been saving up.
So it gets to my point that I was trying to say is Cleveland played it right. Because it happens all the time. Once it gets close to trade deadlines, some of those teams, like, they got their eye on somebody and be like, you know what? Let's see if the Saints are gonna bid for how much, and Falcons are gonna bid for so much, and Cleveland just sitting there in the background like this.
Facts.
With their hands plotting. You know what?
It's like it's really like these niggas just said.
And what's crazy about it is, like, Cleveland really isn't a team that's really doing much. They had a couple things happen 2 years ago.
Yeah, but they're gone now.
They're trying to build their team, and they might be a huge contender up in the north
with Deshaun there.
Yeah, with Deshaun there. I mean, it's a power.
Yeah, the Rams did do it last year. Rams cleaned house last year.
Yeah, so it's a power play move for that league.
Yeah,
to snag him up and take him off the radar.
That's
all it is. But why would you spend that much money?
I feel like the deal was like Cleveland can't call Deshaun. It was like, hey man, this is so and so from the Cleveland Browns. Hey, what's the highest offer you got right now? Double it. That's what I
double it.
Like,
he really wants you, but in my mind, I'm thinking, is he really worth that much?
Fuck yes.
He's worth.
Okay, think about it. The 2 years that he played full seasons, he was the highest rated quarterback in the league. He had the highest QB rating in the league for 2 years. You can't argue that.
But they got a good quarterback already.
Who? Cleveland?
Yeah.
Not good enough. Not good at Deshaun. And he had a whole year off to rest and ain't got no court cases. Shit.
Oh, more. Well, you know what? I can't say anything. More power to
that brother got paid, man. I'm happy for you. I'm upset that you didn't come to Atlanta.
Atlanta needed you.
We really, and see, I personally, I would have offered you 230 and would have just came up with the money later.
Bro, you know what? Okay. I wish I had my Kente cloth on because I'm about to get really
deep.
Yeah, I'm about to get deep.
See, this ain't no slave trade shit. They paid that motherfucker. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, the thing is it probably was a slave trade because he would be getting money, real money. So not just to be paid out the $46,000 or $46 million a year. If he went to Atlanta, he would be getting more and more publicity. He would be loved in the city. Cleveland, I can't say the same.
Ohio be popping now. Don't sleep on Cleveland now.
Well, not as much as Atlanta.
Of course not, but nobody is popping in Atlanta. So that's not that's not a good argument.
So you heard the story of the picador, right? The picador and the bull in bullfighting.
The Conquistador?
Real movie. So the picador weakens the bull before fighting before he goes fight the bullfighter. Mm-hmm. It's basically cheating.
Yeah.
They bleed the bull out, so he's not as strong when he goes out
to fight.
Mm-hmm. In the ring. I think this is a picador move.
They weakened him last year.
To weaken him. I don't know.
You get this, but see, here's the thing. Speculating. You can weaken me all you want for $46 million a year.
He's that hot of a quarterback. Why would you pay? This is an insane amount of money for just one player. You don't find that suspicious?
Nope. Nope.
You don't find that suspicious?
What? Because are you saying like what comes with that, or?
Yeah. What? Yeah, I would like to know what comes with that.
So I'll pay you $230 million. You marry my daughter.
He had like the choice to go to Atlanta or the Saints, which are very good football teams compared to the Browns. He chose the money. I ain't mad at him. I would too. I would do the same thing.
Because I'm only so much. But if no one else can guarantee me this type of money, I can't argue with. I can't see anybody else.
Yeah. But there's.
You saying because of the love and the I feel like home.
It's like. So we're being blinded by all of that money being put in your face. I would too. I wouldn't be thinking about nothing else. But
they're not going. Unless they say like, tell everybody you a coon or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, what?
So, but you know what? Maybe this is a good choice. Maybe he would stay out of trouble.
I damn sure would.
Yeah,
$46 million a year, nose clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
No, I ain't getting no trouble.
So the thing is the league doesn't have a lot of black league quarterbacks, and this is the point that I'm trying to get to. Like that coveted position has been kept under wraps pretty damn well, pretty tight, just like the ownership of the NFL. So being a black quarterback, there aren't very many. I mean, you got Seattle,
you got Baltimore. Seattle.
They're a little bit more now, but they've been getting a bad rap.
True. Either way,
we don't have any
Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
Much respect to you. I hate that you chose Cleveland, but I love that you secured the bag. So,
all right,
we got to move on. We said. There's more breaking news. We're gonna get to the main point of this episode in a little bit, but we got to talk about this one individual that we talked about last episode. Juicy Smouye.
Hey, come to the front of the line
once again.
Juicy.
So the last few episodes we talked about Juicy and all of the drama surrounding him right now with him being convicted and sentenced to 190 days, something like that, in jail. And then the lawsuit, or not lawsuit, but the appeal that came out to be like, why the fuck is he going to jail for this? And, making an example of black people and all that other stuff. Well, the government well, not the government, but
Courts.
what state is it in? I don't even know what state it's in. New York, maybe.
Oh no, Illinois.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. The city of Chicago has released Juicy Smouye after complaints about him being made an example.
It's a good, smart lawyer.
It is
Again, like there's no precedent.
Mr. I am not suicidal.
There's no precedence of this type of case and someone getting jail time over it.
Yeah.
To immediately put somebody in jail just to prove a point. Well, and the thing is I think like the Chicago Police Department was like, yo, you put us on a fucking goose hunt for this long. We spent so much money.
We're gonna get your ass for something.
This investigation, you're wasting our money and wasting our time. We're gonna do the same thing.
But you gotta think like he's not going to make any more money in this industry.
Yeah, he's pretty much blackballed.
Yeah, he's just not. His career's over.
They're just trying to, salvage as much of his career as they can. With him being out of jail. So
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell my kids this is what happens when you lie. You go to jail.
So
you end up like Juicy Smouye.
Well, and you know what? He has a really good lawyer because they were able to get him out. He's free, walking the streets right now. He's on probation still, but the reason it was a technicality. So the reason why
same thing with Bill Cosby.
Yeah, based off of his appeal. So with them appealing for his verdict to be overturned.
It's interesting though, like how this whole thing, like how they always find a technicality after the motherfucker went to jail. He got his sister to help him, probably. Yeah. But how it's always funny.
And then he comes out and be like, I'm a black martyr. Like
nah, dog.
There's not a lot of people in the black community that are standing up for Juicy Smouye's.
Not at all. Now we were kind of I don't say we were standing up. We were kind of like, why he go to jail?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a stand. It was like I'm a squat.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stand.
We were standing. We were like hovering.
Yeah, we were hovering the chair. I don't want to stand up straight. I just want to make sure.
So yeah, I mean, if his career is pretty much done, and you really can't even say anything because I'm pretty sure he's gonna write a book about it.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna read it.
Sell.
Who in their right mind gonna read this book talking about I'm sorry or what I meant to say? It's almost like OJ's book if I would have did it.
Yo, for somebody who's so arrogant to call themselves the gay Tupac of this era, lied about being hate crimes, you got something going on with you. You got a superiority complex.
Valid point. I give you that. He did call himself the Black Tupac. Okay. Well,
take that time like a Black Tupac you supposed to.
Yeah, take
this time.
Hey, Tupac went to jail
twice. I think he went to jail like 3 times.
Probably was.
And he got shot.
Twice. Look. So okay, that's enough about Juicy. Right. We got to get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. So last episode, we told you guys we were going to talk about life insurance and what every Black person in this country should have, especially following what the fuck this president doing, telling us he don't give a damn about us with $13.6 billion going to Ukraine. We should probably get some life insurance because it feel like don't nobody really give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? So give a fuck about yourself.
If you got black skin, they ain't looking out for you.
We need to make this like trending.
it needs to be, and you know what? Main news media and the news trend is starting to pick it up because of people on TikTok are making it aware. There's TikTok that I saw about the stuff that happened with Haiti a while back ago when the president got killed.
Yep, and we're gonna talk about that today too.
Yeah. We'll
because it's the inequality.
It's the inequality, and but again, like there's a war zone going on at the Russian-Ukraine border. We send $13.8 billion for aid, send planes, all this stuff, and now we're offering refuge for people halfway across the water to come here, and we can't even help our own neighbors, or we won't help our neighbors.
It make sense. Motherfuckers can walk here across the Rio Grande, and they was like, nah, get your ass out of here.
Yep. There was a coup to our southern border.
Their fucking president was assassinated.
Yep.
And then they got rocked by a hurricane.
Yep.
Come on, bro. And we said, no.
Where's the humanity? Like we're having right now. Where's that same energy?
Keep that same and see, here's the thing, Joe. I hate to say this.
It happened on your watch.
It happened on your watch. You got to see, that's one thing. As much as I can't stand this motherfucker Trump, that nigga kept the same fucking energy the whole
every single time.
You knew what the fuck he was gonna do.
You know what? I trust the devil I know
rather than the one I don't. We thought we knew him. The nigga was rocking with Obama. We couldn't. We didn't know no better.
What's so fucked up about Trump is like he is in your face telling you that he's about to do this shit.
And I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about you either.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care what you think. I'm gonna do it.
I'm about to do this, and you're like, you know what? I respect it.
I respect it.
You're gonna do what you. Hey, you ain't hiding nothing behind your back.
Yeah. The same way we gave it to Saudi Arabia. Facts. We gave $13.6 billion to Ukraine, doing the same shit to Saudi Arabia. Ain't gave shit to Haiti.
I ain't mad about Saudi Arabia because they got the oil.
True. So that's a business. That's
a
business deal. Yeah.
Ukraine,
they ain't got shit to offer us for real.
A huge cover up that happened with Hunter Biden. We talked about that last episode. I ain't gonna go into it, but
yeah, this shit seeming too shaky, Joe. It's too shaky, Joe.
You know what? And what's crazy is like what's super, super crazy about this. When money is about to be sent overseas, it has to go through Congress. It has to go through a whole bunch of legalities.
Everybody signed up on this motherfucker.
How long has the war been going on in Ukraine?
That bitch just started 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks. And it's signed. There was nobody who said nothing about it. It was bipartisan.
We said reparations 1,500 years ago. And a nigga said shit about it. They said, hey, we're going to pass that on to the next office. We're going to pass that on to the next president. I don't know about that.
To the next administration.
Yeah, we're not on my watch. Even Obama said, this too much like niggas. I can't.
This is too hot for me. This is way too hot. You know what?
I'm too left.
Obama's like, if I did this, I'm definitely not getting a second term.
I ain't no way. I have to do it either. I would have loved it. I would have loved it if he would have signed that bitch the day before he got out of office. I'd have been like, hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
You know, man, Trump would have like came behind his back and be like, oh, you're trying to bankrupt the country. But hey, we'll talk about reparations in another day.
We ain't gonna get into that. Anyway, we got to finish this topic on Haiti and Ukraine real quick, and then we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, like we said we're gonna do later.
So there were other countries that were just like the hypocrisy of what we're dealing with Ukraine. So Haiti's one of them. There was another country where they were sending refugees. Oh, Syria.
Yeah.
People fleeing Syria we sent money to them as well.
Yeah, Joe, this is I'm not seeing a second term here. I'm sorry.
And this is historic, except for Obama. The Democrat is in power, and the Democrat Congress is in power. Wars tend to happen every single fucking time, but wars bring money, and we're dishing out like we're printing money, raising inflation, and then on top of that, we're just sending money away overseas
for no
reason. Well, there's definitely a reason behind it.
I don't see no reason behind this because it's $1.6 trillion. The whole bill.
There's a whole hidden agenda, but I man, bro, we're in the middle of a fucking huge market crash, and we're sending money
away.
We're sending money away.
Make it make sense, Joe.
You know what?
Joe, I need you to answer for your your.
So one thing that just really happened, Swiss Bank. The Swiss Bank started getting involved. You know, Swiss Bank is like really
the neutral one.
So the Swiss,
God,
yeah, bro, it's going down.
Oh,
this is scary. This is what you should be scared about. So the Swiss Bank has seized the assets of Russian oligarchs and stopped them from getting access to their money. The Swiss Bank, of all places. So they didn't even do that in World War II.
Oh shit, Swiss.
That's a huge red flag right now.
You picked the side, Swiss. That's you. Oh, you've been our safe haven. You picked the fucking side. God damn it.
Switzerland has definitely picked the side and said, you know what, Russia, y'all wrong for invading the Ukraine. And now, if it's Russia
money, on your ass.
If it's Russian money, all your yachts are being seized. Oh man, the U.S. has put out bounties for Russian yachts. Like if you can go out, so the U.S. has authorized people to become pirates.
Wait a minute. What classifies? Oh shit! What classifies as a Russian yacht?
If it's owned by Russia.
But I'm saying
by Russian
that because I want to clarify this.
Russian oligarchs. Russian oligarchs that are trying to flee captivity from the FBI, from Interpol, all these other entities that are trying to seize their assets. They're definitely trying to take.
Brandon said, doesn't Russia have like 600 billion stockpiled though? Yeah.
So
that's why they don't give a fuck about these sanctions. They really don't care.
On top of that, they have all the oil. They have
what you gonna do? So if you don't know this, gas prices in Russia low as a motherfucker right now.
75 cents.
They shit done went down to 25 cents a gallon. They said, hell, we get it.
One thing that I would like to know is the rest of the world, we've put sanctions on them. Who else is buying crude oil from Russia?
Everybody
else?
China.
Everybody.
China has their own supply. They ship out.
Well, China, of course we don't include China. China is its own world.
Yeah.
So everybody else in the world other than China.
China isn't buying oil because they have their own supply. Unless they are. China could be backing Russia by buying their oil.
That would kind of make sense.
Just like we're doing, we're holding on to our reserves and we're just buying everybody else's shit up.
Well, let's get back to we got to get back in it. Back on topic
there, man. Come on.
So we got to talk Haiti and Ukraine.
Oh, Iran, yeah,
and definitely. Oh yes, facts. I forgot about them.
Facts.
Anyway, we need this administration to keep that same energy. If y'all gonna kick out these Haitians, kick these motherfucking Ukrainians out too. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying be consistent.
Big energy, consistent, Rob. That's what you say. We need
that's what I'm saying.
Big energy.
And I say the same. Energy. I say the same thing for everything. You gonna keep if you gonna not get vaccinated for COVID, keep that same energy with every vaccination. Don't get no flu shots, no shingles, no typhoid. Don't get none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want you to get an epidural when you get pregnant, motherfucker. I'm talking about nothing. You keep that same energy. If you don't want no vaccine for COVID,
right?
Keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Keep it even. I just want everything to be even, right? Now, the same thing goes for this administration. That's all I'm gonna say on it. Moving on, we are going to get into this topic about wealth building in the Black community and life insurance. We have to talk about it. It is a major crippling issue in our community where us Black people don't have wills for whatever fucking reason. We don't have, and because we've been brought up with the storing money under the mattress type of thinking,
right? Rather
than, and see, here's the problem. This is what I want you to know. This is what I want you to know. Having a life insurance policy, you can borrow from that, right? Which means you are now your own bank, which means you don't have to be quote unquote bankable. You can borrow your own money and pay yourself back. So if you get a life insurance policy for, say, $250,000, and you've been paying on it consistently for, let's say, a minimum 6 months, you can borrow $10,000 and pay that back to yourself.
But
You're paying
think about
yourself.
it, Rob. Think about it. Most people of color, they're not gonna pay themselves back. All right,
it's
you're not gonna have a choice.
Think about it.
the
that too, but think about
the insurance company is gonna be like, yo,
you delinquent.
You owe us that money. I mean, it's your money. I mean,
you owe you that money.
Yeah, so they're gonna make sure that you pay that back.
Yeah, and the crazy thing
this is what I would advise for people of color or just in general. If you go there, right, let's say again, you pay a consistent 6 months, 7 months, and you take out something on your life insurance policy. Don't take an outrageous amount. Take what you need, not what you want.
There's a limit on it. You can't pay on the 6 months and take out the whole policy. There's a limit. You can only take a certain amount anyway. So here's how life insurance works. Whole life insurance, not term. Term life insurance is just in the event that you die, which you will. But that's term life insurance is strictly for when you die. Whole life insurance is for when you die and everything in between. So there are people literally who have bought life insurance policies on, say, like my daughter, right? My daughter's about to be 3 months old. She has a life insurance policy. By the time she's 18, she'll be able to take a loan out for a car, a house, hell, a business if she wanted to, because it's been 18 years of life insurance payments consistently. She has that money sitting there. It's a whole, you can't even buy term life insurance for a baby. You have to buy whole life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's people, they're giving you, and it's cheap as fuck. Dude, do you know if you buy a whole life insurance policy for a baby within the first year of their life, do you know that shit is literally like $7 a month for the rest of their fucking life?
Oh, shit.
It doesn't go up.
See, again, like I said, if we don't properly educate ourselves about term and whole life insurance, you speaking to a brick wall. Because think about it, we are so one-dimensional of just put the money on the mattress. Hopefully, we saved up enough.
It does. But see, here's the thing. Here's why you know why Black people don't invest in life insurance is because historically, when Black people die, they don't pay out. That's why. Fuck dying. Don't worry. That's the end. That's the end of the road.
Yeah.
Worry about everything in between. They can't not pay you out while you're alive. They can't. So get the shit now.
Yep.
Make it work. This is what it means to make money work for you. When you make your money work for you, that's when you create generational wealth. That's when you have children who are like, I don't know what it's like to be broke because I've never had to be broke. That's when you get kids who are coming out of high school and don't even have a fucking scholarship to Harvard, but can go the 4 years without an issue. That's when you have kids coming out of college and can go directly into a brand new house. That's when all the things that we've always wanted our entire lives comes from shit like this. There's a bunch of other things that we're going to talk about brokerage accounts too, but there's a bunch of other things that do the same thing, make money work for you. I'm telling you, if y'all don't listen to shit else on this fucking podcast, and I know I've said this several times before on this podcast, if you don't listen to shit else on this podcast, please, at least get your kids a life insurance policy. At least. That way, if you don't give a fuck about your life, at least give them a chance to give a fuck about theirs.
Yep.
Rob, so check this out. This is, and here's our downfall. As PhD said, we're doomed as a culture. We live by the how's that going to benefit me policy.
I just told you how it benefit. You can take it alone.
But think about it. Some folks say, "Oh man, I can't." That's, and I quote us as being, the brown community. The first thing we say when you talk about stuff like this, and quote me if I'm wrong, that's white people shit. That's the main thing.
That's the fucking point.
Yeah, that's the most ignorant shit ever. But he's right.
Think about it, because we'll say, "Oh man, that's some white people shit." Right?
They would say some ignorant ass shit and believe it and be like, "So you ain't trying to get no money?
You want to live in poverty?"
Yeah. So motherfuckers are choosing to live in poverty, living off the government, living off food stamps.
And you want your kids to live in poverty.
They want their kids to live like that too.
You want their kids. Okay. So just like generational wealth is generational, it's the same thing with poverty.
The same way.
It's the same fucking thing.
Exactly the same thing. The whole the mind frame of like, if I can't get it here, I can't get a job. I can get it from somewhere else.
But see, here's another thing.
And it's very, very, very hard to break that mold in certain aspects of people. Like it's just built into them.
I'm about to do some numbers because y'all don't. Y'all. I need y'all to hear me on this. Go ahead.
No, we understand you.
No, I'm talking about the people out there.
Us as a people, you know what I'm saying? Again, and like I said, you know of 3 or 4 friends that you grew up with that are adults now, probably got 1 or 2 kids, and it's like, "Oh man, you preach to the choir. I don't want to hear that shit." Bro, I'm giving you free game. I'm trying to take yourself out of your comfort zone. I'm trying to put yourself so that way, if God forbid something accidentally happens, and death comes every day.
Trapping is all
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, guess what?
Trap this life insurance then. Trap this life insurance.
Think about it. If I'm the number 1 D-boy on the north side of Dallas and I'm bringing in 50 stacks a week, I'm going to pay up a whole year worth of life insurance. I'm going to pay the whole thing. Listen. Do you know why? That way I know I'm covered.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you, this. Everyone knows this person, black person. Do you know why Waka Flocka still has money?
Yes, Waka Flocka Flame is probably the smartest.
He's smart as shit.
This dude, yeah, there's so much stuff that I learned from him and watching his.
Stopped buying jewelry when he found out.
Dude, he stopped buying jewelry. He stopped buying cars. He stopped buying clothes. He stopped buying shoes, bags, all that shit. He said, "Man, why the fuck am I doing this? I got 15 million sitting here. Mm-hmm. Let me put 5 million in life insurance. Let me put 10 million in brokerage account and see what that fuck."
Truth be told, your neighborhood drug dealers
got life insurance.
If they got life insurance, do you know how rich they would really be? So fuck the influence. Your neighborhood drug dealers could run, like really, really run the neighborhood.
Chameleonaire, another one, Brandon. Chameleonaire is another one.
Yeah,
fucking genius. He left. What the fuck is that group?
He stopped rapping. He stopped rapping.
He was in fucking group. I forget the group. He stopped rapping.
Paul. Yeah, it was Paul Wall and Chamillionaire. They broke up as a group. He stopped rapping and he said, you know, guess what? I can do this anytime I want to. I've made money off of rhymes. And guess what? Now I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do what white folks do.
Follow that. Follow the money.
Follow the money. The blueprint is out there. It's all in books.
It ain't even in books no more. It's on YouTube. It's easy to learn. It's easier than ever. It's easier than ever.
All you gotta do is have the resources. And you don't even have to have that.
And I said this a long time ago. Remember, Chef, you remember first, I think it was like season 1. I said this. The one thing that separates me, you, anybody else in this country from the richest people in the world is knowledge. That's the only thing that separates us. Yeah. It's not how sexy they are. It's not how talented they are. It's not how strong they are. It's not how good it has nothing to do with that. It's everything about the knowledge. They figured some shit out and they capitalized off of it. Well, if I learn the same thing as a doctor, am I not just as qualified as a doctor? If I learn the same thing as a lawyer, can I not pass the bar? If I learn the same thing as an accountant, can I not be a bank owner? It's everything is knowledge. So now in this age of technology, when you can learn any and everything, I mean literally any and everything from Brandon YouTube or Google.
Yes, exactly.
There's absolutely no reason.
So they call it YouTube University, baby.
I go there. University. I go there 7 days a week, 365.
So Brandon said, if you want to hide something from Black people, you put it in a book. That was the old statement. Now it's you put it to them right in front of their face.
Yep, they can't see it.
You put it
when you put something so close to your face, you can't see. It's blurry as shit.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Right in front of their face.
That's what they're doing.
That's exactly what they're doing. And people aren't stepping back and realizing and looking at the room. You're like, hold up. Oh, is that easy? For real?
It's that fucking easy. You don't. Here's the crazy part. Mm-hmm. You can work at McDonald's for the rest of your fucking life and get a life insurance policy. I just looked at it. This is just I Googled life insurance calculator. Mm-hmm. That's all I did. Put in, hey, let's say I pay $12.95 a month. I can get up to a $500,000 life insurance policy.
Come on now.
For $12.95 a month.
Hey,
anybody
man,
working at McDonald's can do this shit.
Quit giving out cheat codes, Rob.
No, hell no. I'm trying to elevate my people. I'm trying to elevate. I'm working my hardest to try to elevate my people because I really need. And what we talked about, the reason this whole life insurance shit came up is because we were talking about police brutality, right? And some dude on TikTok, which is where this is all come from, really. The only way black people will listen is if it's viral. Let's be honest. So someone went viral and said, "Hey, as a white person, what's one thing you would tell to a black person?"
Yeah, like
this white person said, "You know, if every black person in America, I mean every black person in America, got say a $250,000 to $400,000 life insurance policy, cop killings will stop." You know why? Because life insurance agents and lawyers are the best in the world, and they will make sure they will do everything in their power to not have to pay out. So they gonna do an investigation.
Yeah. And
that shit gonna be thorough too.
Yeah, and it's gonna land on a cop.
And it's gonna land on a fucking cop. So for example, if Trayvon Martin's family, if Trayvon Martin had, let's say, $1 million policy, I guarantee you, George Zimmerman would be in prison.
Right now. Yeah. See, again, like I said, man, it's It's generational curse.
And the crazy thing is, the even crazier part is that Trayvon Martin's family wouldn't have had to pay a dime for that lawyer. They would have done that shit for free because they need to not pay that. They need to not pay out that policy. Whatever we got to do, we will do that so that we don't have to pay out this policy.
And if you ended up losing and the policy, the insurance company ended up paying for the policy, you're not really coming out of pocket.
You're not coming out of pocket anything.
So it's a win-win. So it's a fucking win-win. This is a no-brainer.
There's you would think, right? You would think. The problem is
people don't trust insurance companies.
People don't trust insurance. And you don't have to. What I'm telling you is
I quote, and you know what? I'm just gonna stand by this. The reason why I think about it, why do us as a community don't trust insurance company folks? Because the word we always say, I don't need no insurance. That's white people shit. Get out of this mind thinking that, okay, hey, only that's what white people. Guess what? Jay-Z, Oprah, all them got big time life insurance and policies.
Your favorite rapper got a life insurance policy.
Your favorite athlete might get all of them.
Do you know why? These companies? When you go work for
protecting your assets, like
when you go to a big name company, like for example, Amazon offers a life insurance policy. It's not even an offer; it's mandatory.
Yeah.
You have to have a life insurance policy if you're going to work for Amazon. You know why? Because not only does it protect Amazon, it protects your ass.
Accidental deaths happen every freaking day.
Every fucking day. So if these big name companies are smart enough to say, let me offer these motherfuckers some life insurance so that I don't have to pay out. Don't you think there's something to this? And then on top of that, okay, let's just say you don't trust insurance because they never pay out when Black people died. It's a myth, but let's just say that's why you don't trust. Okay, I get it. What about why you're alive?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Brandon makes a great point. Car insurance is the greatest legal Ponzi scheme, though, in my opinion. Absolutely. I agree. Car insurance is on a totally different scale. It's only because cars are such a liability. They're never an asset. You are an asset. As a person, you're an asset. Cars are not. Same thing with buildings.
And on top of that, you have to have insurance or
True.
You get a ticket.
True.
So it's a legal fucking Ponzi scheme.
True.
Keeping banks or keeping insurance companies afloat.
True. Anything that actually helps you is always optional. Think about that.
No, I never thought about it like that. That's true.
Everything that makes the government money is mandatory. Taxes, car insurance, paying when you go register your car every fucking year, you got to pay the taxes on it. It's mandatory because it makes them money. But shit that can make you money is always optional. Always. We're not even gonna tell you about the shit. We're not even gonna tell you. We don't want you to know. Hey, oh shit, this can help them. Hey, let's keep that on them.
Think about it.
So let's get to the nitty-gritty and what the real question is. Why would that be legal to even do? Why even have something like that to help someone out?
What, insurance?
Insurance.
Why are you?
How could you make money off of insurance? Like, why is that even a thing?
Here's why. Insurance, statistically, insurance companies actually end up paying out more than you pay them, but that's on the grand scheme, right?
Right.
Minimalize it. There are people that are absolute fantastic drivers.
Right.
Never been in an accident, never got a ticket, but they pay insurance every month. Those are the people that they fucking love because they never gonna call me, right? And that's why their insurance rates are so low, because over the last 5 years, you haven't gotten a ticket, you haven't gotten a DUI, you got an accident, nothing. You've got a clean record. Fucking fantastic. So I can insure you because I'm gonna continue to make money off you.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers that get in accidents every year and tickets all the goddamn time and DUIs and all this other shit, their rates are a lot higher because I know I'm gonna pay out on your ass. I know I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, the question was life insurance. So how can you as an individual profit from having life insurance? Like that's got to be legal, right?
No.
So
life insurance is optional. One of the things that can help you.
Exactly.
Life insurance is the reason it can help you is because, and I'm not talking term. I would not say get term because I'm not gonna say don't get it because people die. To be honest. And it's cheaper. Term life insurance is cheaper. True.
So hold on, Rob. So think about it. Okay. Now let's live in the real world. There are some insurance companies that are not going to grant life insurance, especially in certain categories, special needs children with disabilities, birth defects, certain types of.
That's been ruled out. That's been made illegal.
Oh,
yeah, they have to.
There you go. All right, keep on, brother. Keep on.
This is why you need to know your fucking laws too. But anyway, so with life insurance, the reason that life insurance is so great, even though yes, you have to pay into it. Yes, you have to put a monthly, whatever. You have to get evaluated every, I think it's 3 years. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But the benefits far outweigh the downfalls. Far outweigh it. Here's why. There have been people who literally don't have money like that. For real. I use my McDonald's example. There is a guy, I'm not going to get into specifics, but there's a guy who bought a $2 million life insurance policy at the age of 18, working at McDonald's. He knew he was going to college, but if he was going to finish, whatever.
Right.
He bought he paid every month into this $2 million life insurance policy, whole life insurance policy. He was in the best shape of his life. He didn't smoke, drink, he didn't do anything. He was in clean bill of health, right?
Right.
He got a pretty decent rate. I'm not going to say the number. Over the next 4 years after going to college and realizing this shit ain't what he wanted to do and all this other shit, right? He realized, oh shit, I can use my life insurance policy to start a business, to use what I already know about technology to start a business, to dump income into it, right? And grow it to where I need it to be, right? Do you know this person I'm talking about?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark fucking Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. I was like, oh shit, no, you're talking about Mark Zuckerberg. Speaking about Mark Zuckerberg, I'm gonna let you finish your
Go ahead. No,
go ahead, because this is going way off topic about Mark Zuckerberg. And
okay.
Facebook.
Well, yeah, we gotta stay on topic here. But the benefits of this whole life insurance policy is I can now elevate my life from somewhere that used to be nothing. All I have is an idea. Yes, Brandon, he borrowed against his policy. After 4 years. 4 years.
4 years of payment.
That's it. 4 fucking years.
Who
That's all he did.
Taught him that, man? Like 18 years old. That should be something that I wish I knew.
Why man? I'm telling you, get your kids life insurance. I know PhD. I know you ain't got none, but
yeah.
but hey, PhD, check this out. Think about it. And we talked about this multiple times. What are the schools teaching?
Bullshit.
Think about it. What? Are we teaching taxes? Are we teaching?
Next episode, we're going to talk about education system, the educational system. We're definitely going to talk about that because I got some shit to say.
Yep.
But I'm not going to continue to beat this dead horse. Please get life insurance. Just please.
So
if you don't listen here, if you don't do not one thing in the time that you have on God's green earth, and even if you got $150 and you get your policy for about $12 a month,
Hold on. We got a listener that's asking a question. Brandon said that policy though is different from the one most people get though, right? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He got a whole life insurance policy. There's two types of life insurance: whole life and term. That's it. He got a whole life insurance policy. Whole policy, a whole life insurance policy. That's it. It's something that everybody in this country can do.
Man, say it again.
Everyone has
Say
access.
it again.
But
check this out. Check this out. You got to do your research. Do your homework. Just don't be thinking, "Hey, let me just call it my homeboy sell insurance." No.
No.
Do your due diligence.
A decent fucking insurance company, please.
American Mutual, freaking
Northwestern. I go through Northwestern.
People, you know what I'm saying? I go through Navy Fed myself. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, PhD, for serving. Thank you for giving me those accessible benefits of being a sibling to somebody who's I pay my taxes to, and he spends my money every goddamn year.
Anyway, so this is what I was going to say about Facebook. So, actually, not about Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg.
So you guys know about DARPA, right?
DARPA, yes.
DARPA. So DARPA is like the developing technology for the arm of the armed forces.
Timed out.
No, I guess he's switching. He's switching his phone.
Shit.
But yeah, anyway, DARPA is back in 2004 or before 2004, 2000. They wanted to come out with this thing to where they can track your information on the web, track what you buy, what you see, and make everything to where it's accessible to you. Things advertisements are coming to you, curtailed to you, who you talk to, the whole thing. Basically what we got going on right now, all these algorithms.
Uh-huh.
So it was developed actually by DARPA. DARPA developed these algorithms that we go through every day to monitor people and their uses online and offline. It was shut down by the government. They were like,
"Thank God,
this is illegal. This is highly illegal. You guys should not be working on this, and we're not deploying this as a government to do it." The day that they got shut down was, I think it was like the project got shut down in May of 2004. May of 2004, Facebook started. Don't you find that suspicious? And guess what they do? Guess what Facebook does?
Collect information.
Holy, my mind just completely blown. When I read this, I was like, motherfuckers.
Is that could be a conspiracy theory?
It's a huge conspiracy theory, but this is definitely something suspicious.
It's definitely, it's something to look into, something to think about.
Something to look into.
Yeah.
Because,
hey, I know we about to get out of here, but
yeah,
I know we were supposed to talk about brokerage accounts this episode. Obviously, we didn't get into it because I was going on a rampage with the life insurance. But we'll talk about it next episode. I promise. I promise. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about the education system, because some of these things, a lot of these things, everything that we're talking about needs to be talked about in the school system. And to be honest, I'm no longer satisfied with the school system. I really never was, but like I said, we're gonna get into that next episode. So thank you all so much for listening, man. This was a much needed episode. Definitely please take my word for it. If you know what, you ain't even gotta take my word for it. Go Google it. GTS, Google that shit. Okay. You ain't gotta listen to me. You ain't gotta trust me. Trust Google. Google ain't never told you wrong. Anyway,
and if you think that's a problem, go to YouTube University. YouTube University will lead you right.
YouTube will tell you to. Hey, this is how I learned about shit. I YouTubed what does life insurance do for me? Just YouTube that really quick. How does life insurance work, and what does life insurance do for me?
Do for me.
Anyway, Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. I'd like to say thank you to all of our listeners out there, including the YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all the live listeners. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. We got a TikTok now, y'all.
We
ticking talking. We talking and ticking. Obviously, we got the Instagram going, we got the Facebook going. Y'all know all the platforms we on. All right. Listen, if you're listening to this on the podcasting platforms, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys as well. Talking from Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, Spotify, all those podcasting platforms out there. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. This is the Perfectly Balanced Podcast, which is a panel of brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Big Rob. Who else we got in the building?
Hey man, I'm traveling. It's your boy DJ Chef, man. I had to run some things and do some things. Sorry for joining late, y'all, but you know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Keep it ratchet.
And it's me, KG, aka Dr. Dave's PhD. You know who we are. We can't drop our message today.
No eyes, misfits, no type. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you listen to us next episode. I know it's Friday, but you gotta wait the whole weekend. I'm sorry. We'll be back on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will see y'all next time. All right. Peace.